have the Fولfat extruding machine that comprises basically of 5 units, starting with the crushing of the soya seed to the extrusion. It goes from the hammer mill and is conveyed into the extruder. And in the extruder, steam is passed from the pressured boiler for the cooking of the crushed soya seed. After the cooking, the cooked stuff is extruded like a liquid form, and it goes into the drum cooler. And inside the drum cooler, cooling is done by convection. Cold air is brought in from the other end of the cooler, and the hot air is extracted out from inside the drum cooler via the air, via the cooling fan. And the hot air goes out while the cold air comes in by convection from the other side of the cooler. After the cooling, the extruded Fولfat soya is conveyed into the discharging silo, from where we discharge into the bags, closed with the bag closing machine, and stacked, as we can see, as the finished product. We can say that the extruded Fولfat soya is unique in the sense that this one is steam cooked. It is steam cooked by the steam that comes from the boiler. And by the steam cooking, we are sure that anything that is anti-nutritional, that is toxic in the soya, is cooked and rendered impotent. Thereby, the animals can take the Fولfat soya in their ration, and it does not disturb the system of the animal because it is moderately cooked. And to guide against the overcooking too, we have temperature gauges that are there on the extruder that controls the temperature, thereby disallowing overcooking. Why? Because if the stuff is overcooked, it denatures the vital protein and the amino acid that is essential for the building of flesh in the animal. But here, we can see that we have about 4 temperature gauges that control that, where we can read the temperature at which the soya seed is cooked before it is extruded and discharged. This one is something that is special about the extruded Fولfat soya that we have here, against the one that are locally produced as toasted soya or roasted soya, where the direct heating destroys or denatures the soya, the vital element inside the soya seed itself. But here it is a different thing entirely, and it's a new technology. And people have been enjoying it. People that are into broiler farming and fish farming have been enjoying this Fولfat soya. Why? Because the Fولfat soya, when put and mixed into the ration of the broilers, in about 5 or 6 weeks, they are ready for the market. Why? Because the animals can easily convert the protein and the amino acid into the building of flesh in their body. And in about 6 weeks, the animals are ready for the market.